Congratulations, you're here, you made it. And that means that you're ready for the next step in your life. And you may have different reasons to be here. And first of all, I want to find out what you're here for so I can help you the best I can. Welcome, everybody, and let's get started. In this video, in this webinar, I want to show you first why you are here and what are the reasons that you think you can make the next step in your life. And I think some of you really are looking for a little bit of freedom because we live in this rat race, we're so busy, and you probably want to spend more time either for yourself or your hobby, or maybe with your family or friends. And this is something I see with a lot of people. And one of my biggest dreams in life is freedom, and that's what I did. And then also, and it may sound weird in this time, some of you really should start or scale a business. If you have a business, you want to grow it. But this is a huge opportunity in this time because now half the world is online, half the world wants to get inspiration, and you have something to share, I'm absolutely sure. You either have a hobby, or you have knowledge, or you have experience, and you think, but how can I make money? But look at the internet. Everybody's out there. Some people do makeup. Some people do poker games. Some people do horse riding and teaching people. And this really is the time that you should start anything online. So yeah, I'm excited. And then that's what I said. Everybody has a passion. Maybe you don't know it yet. And sometimes I really wonder if I ask people, what is your passion or what is your dream? They hardly have any. And that can't be true. You should have a list of passions, really. And it's my job together with you to find out what it is and how you can use it to help yourself, but also help others, because so many people are looking for inspiration at the moment, believe me. And exactly, inspiration. People are scared, people are fearful, people lose their jobs, people, and all they need is positivity and inspiration, passion. And I'm sure you have to give that too, or you're here to find it for yourself. And then there's absolutely personal growth. You wouldn't have clicked this button if you wouldn't have thought there was more in yourself than you're using. We are all so talented and so gifted, and half the time we don't use them. We're stuck in jobs and doing the things, we're in some sort of routine, but there's so much more you can do. So I'd like to help with that. And then there's also the mindset. Now, I think most people know that your thoughts are so important in your actions. And, there's a simple example. If you have to jump over a ditch and you think, oh, I'm not going to make it, you won't make it. And if you think, oh, I can do this, you can do it. So this means that your mind is so important in anything you do. And you can never grow your business if you don't grow your mindset. So that's something that I find really important. And some of you might be followers because some of you know me from my Facebook page, Women Travel Solo, because one of my passions is definitely traveling. And I've seen so many things in the world and I have so many experience, and that's absolutely something I want to share. And some of you might know me because I've done some property trainings, I've given trainings, and also because I'm a mentor, and some of you might know me already. So welcome everybody, and thank you so much again for being here. Let's get started and see what you want out of life and out of this webinar. First of all, what will you get in this webinar? I really want to help you to have that bright idea. Where are you today? And where do you want to go? And because you're sometimes busy or stuck, I myself have been stuck in jobs and I've worked really, really hard in my life. And then I was like this, and then I was stuck and I thought, I have to do something else. And that's exactly what I want to make you aware of. Where are you now and where do you want to go? Because if you don't know where to go, you have no direction, right? Then the next question is, if you have that image where you want to go, and that's sometimes you can hardly believe it. And that's what I said, people give up on their dreams because their minds are telling them, but, oh, I haven't got the money, I haven't got the time, I can't because my family, I can't because of. But start thinking with a free mind, because otherwise you limit yourself so much. And it's so nice to dream, isn't it? And then the next thing is, if you know where to go, how do you get there? Because now some people think, okay, I'm here and I need to go there, but that's a huge step. And how do I get there? And that makes them not making the small steps to get there. And I think it was Lao Tzu who said, a journey of 1,000 miles starts with a single step. And that's what I want you to do. And that's what I do. Still, everything. And then, of course, your question will be, okay, but how can I get started? How can I'm in this life now and I want to do things different, takes a different mindset. How can I get started? So that's definitely a step we have to go through. And then what do you need through the whole process to get, because it's different for everybody. Some people have the right mindset. Some people have the opportunity. Some people have whatever. It's different for everybody. And this is about you, what you need to get where you want to be. Now, for whom is this program? Because that's what I said, if you click this button, you really have some sort of awareness, but I still think we're all, look at the school system, look what our parents tell us. We are all in this mindset of values and ideas, and these ideas are leading us in our life. So the awareness is for you to make up your mind, what makes you think the way you do, and could it be different? And also because, I don't know if you have heard about quantum physics, but in the current scientific setting, people say thoughts are vibrations, and that vibration attracts. That's what people think about law of attraction, but it's partly true, because your actions now are made by your thoughts. And I want you to be aware, especially in this time, because it's really easy now to get scared and fearful. And these are all low vibrations. And in a low vibration, your head doesn't think clearly, and you do the wrong actions, you take the wrong actions. So I want you to be aware what you're doing and how you're doing things. And then, oh, this, our comfort zone. Oh. I was reading this book about trends in the Netherlands, and it said, in this country, in the Netherlands, there's, we call it a sleeping country, because we are so, everything is so well organized here, and there's very good social system, and healthcare is good, and the wages are good, and education is perfect, and now we're sort of asleep, because in this system we don't think for ourselves, and we're not so much aware of what's happening around us. So now this has become a comfort zone, and it's really hard to get out, because we have a certain level. And I think that's for the whole Western world is the same. The comfort zone is quite nice to be in. But, sometimes you really have to get out to reach your dream. And then, of course, you are so talented and you have so many gifts. And, as a child, they say before the age of 7, we have heard 50,000 times that we're not good enough. Don't do this. You can't do that. You're not allowed to do this. You can't. And so in our minds, we're so limited. And that's why I want you to get back to your strength. And sometimes people also ask, what do you want to be? What did you want to be as a child? And some people know they want to be a pilot or whatever, and some people don't. But then you can see, what are my strengths and what can I make what can I do and how can I have an impact in this world using my strengths? Because if you use your talents and your strengths, you're always happy and things are always easy. So not always easy, but easier than when you have strengths you have to learn. So yeah, I think you get the point. And what I absolutely want to do is boost your confidence. Because that's why I love the small steps. Because if you start with the small steps and you see that really things are changing and happening, now you start believing that you can do different things. And that's all. People always ask me for, oh, you're traveling so much, but I haven't got the time and haven't got the money. That's limiting belief, because you don't even need it. But I'll explain to you later. But I need that confidence for you to do what you really love to do. And then, of course, you need inspiration. And I'll show you, because my life is very inspired, and I'm inspired by very, very nice people. And that's what you have to do. Get the inspiration. Because today, if you watch telly, you're not going to be happy. And I talked about low vibrations. A lot of things on television makes you get into that low vibration. And that is where your mind stays in the comfort zone, and you're not thinking clearly, and you're not doing the right actions. Stay away from it and get your inspiration. For me, nature is fantastic. Whenever I have a problem or something to think, I walk till I get the answers. And it's so healing. I love it. And my travels, of course. And then I think you need practical tips and guidance. And I will show you later why I can do this. Because I think we all need a person that has what we have, and then we can learn and see for ourselves how we can make those steps. And I like to be practical. I don't want it to be, I've got an academic degree, to be honest, but I like complex situations as well in my jobs. But here and in people's work, it's always practical. People just want guidance and the steps they can take. So if you think, okay, one of these things is definitely for me, this program is absolutely for you. And as my time is so precious and my life is so dear to me, I don't want victims, I don't want moaners, and I don't want lazy people. And especially moaners, because again, my energy is very high, and that's my life. That's why I accomplish so much. And I'm blessed because I'm born with this energy, and also I work hard to get it, to keep it at this level. But I don't want moaners. They get the energy down, and I really don't want that. So yeah, that's it. Now let's get started with something you have to do, because I want you to really feel and know what you want. So grab a pen and paper, and I'll explain you why I want you to write and not use your laptop. First of all, the end-high coordination makes you give your small motor skills. Well, now, probably you think, well, I don't need those in life, but it also means that your right and left brain are going to cooperate. And that's really good, because you're more likely to remember when you write things down than when you type them. And also, you're more creative. And I really want you to be creative, because this is about your life, and I want you to really get it from the inside. And then, this is nice, isn't it? It slows down mental aging. Who doesn't want that? We will all keep fit. But I think the most important part for this is focus, focus, focus. I used to be all over the place because I love so many things, and I'm always into a lot of things. But I learned, especially when I started my business, focus, focus, focus. And this one, it stimulates the brain. And that's needed because I really want to squeeze out the creativity in you. And this, look at this, 24% more likely to achieve your goals when you write them down, really. And this is scientifically proved. So please write it down. You got your pen and paper? Now let's talk about your ideal life. And we're learning by doing. This is the Wheel of Life. And if you want a good copy, Google on it, you'll find many of them. But what I like about them is 8 aspects of your life. So you are really triggered to think on what part of your life you want a change. And maybe on more parts, maybe on all parts, it doesn't matter. And you can put a score in it. So for instance, I'll show you the 8 points in the next sheet. But for now, look at business and career, the yellow one on top. You can score yourself between 0 and 10 points. And so I'll show you business and career. And then you can do it overall, just comes into your mind and you say, okay, that's an 8. You can also ask yourself questions as in, do I use my talents? Do I like to go to my job? Do I have the nice colleagues? Do I have fun? Do I get the wages I think I deserve? So if you want to be more specific and you want to spend a bit more time on it, ask yourself those questions. But for now, I want to ask you, what do you score on business and career and on your financial situation? Are you happy? Do you think you can do better? Is it okay? Do you have to learn things? So, okay. And then we go to the next one, which is health. For me, it's a very, very important part because I strongly believe that a healthy body and a healthy mind go together. So I've loved sports my life anyway. So for me, it's not hard to do. But health is also what you eat and what you think. And if you move, I mean, you don't have to do sports, but do you like walking? Anything. So what is your health? My health, my metabolic health is 12 years younger than I really am. So I'm doing great. And I'll keep doing that. And I'll prove everybody that you can be very healthy when you get older. And then, of course, there's personal growth. Do you think that you have used all your talents? Can you expand? And do you want to expand? So rate yourself on that part. And recreation, very important. Where's your balance between work, maybe family, and the time you spend for yourself and your family? Do you have time for holidays? And then also your physical environment. Are you happy where you live? Is it the right environment? Are your neighbors okay? The school system okay for your children? Is it the place where you want to be? So that's a score. And then family and friends and romance and relationships. Last but not least, give them a score, and I'll tell you exactly why. This is so important. You are the average of the 5 people you spend most time with. You are the average of the 5 people you spend most time with. So that means that's what Abraham Lincoln said, that if you look around, you will see that in your environment, your friends, your family, they live in the same sort of house, they have the same sort of income, they have the same sort of values. So that keeps you in that environment. And if it's okay, it's okay. But if you want to stand up and grow a little, then you have to find the people that are having what you want to have or doing what you want to do. And so it's so important to have those people around you. And especially, again, in this time, the good vibration, the positivity, it is so important. So give yourself a score. And now, this is a nice saying, before you find your soulmate, you must first discover your soul. And that's what I want you to do. Think about the person you want to be and the things you want to have before you attract somebody else. Because if you're not the best version of yourself, how can you attract somebody else that is the best version of himself, herself? Okay, let me tell you a bit about me, because you might think, why is she gonna help me? I traveled over 50 countries because this is it's a passion from a young age. I even got a scratch map now because I need to remember when I've been. But this is something that really gives me a thrill. And my businesses enable me to do so. I've been a manager and CEO for over 25 years. I've in businesses, in healthcare, in commercial firms, and I won 3 business awards. And that is because I'd rather do something, I don't do it, or I do it 100%. And that's also with my energy. I've got a lot of energy, so I just want to do things right and doing the right things. And I'm an author. The first book is a Dutch book, which is I did a lot of integrations in Dutch healthcare, joint ventures, things like that. So I wrote a book that as a marketing tool. And I'm a co-author of 2 American books, Power of Imagination and The Power of Giving. And that was a huge opportunity for the, especially market in the USA. Then I'm a speaker and mentor, and people always ask me, do you have more time than we have? No, believe me, I have 24 hours in a day. I just think that I spend it more wisely and that I make a lot of choices that other people don't make. And that's exactly what I want you to do. And I've got a zest for life. And I think from a young age, I promised myself not to live an average life. And that's what I want to ask you. Please don't live an average life, because there's so much more to life, and there's so much more in you that you can use to be the bigger version of yourself and a better version to give to the world. And that's exactly what I want you to do. So I want to live my life to the fullest. So, and now you think, oh yeah, but she must be special. No, I'm absolutely not. I'm an ordinary girl from an ordinary family, and a lovely family, by the way. That's okay. But I think, yeah, things went different in my life, because when I was 16, I went to Italy with a female friend and a group of people, and that was in that time. My parents agreed, which was great, but that gave me my love for traveling. That was the first part. And then, because I have this general profile, I always want to do so many things. And with my zest of life and the fact that I always want to learn, it makes that always things are coming my way. So yeah, that's also happening. And then I like mastering skills. So I like learning, and I also like doing things. You see, judo, I played judo when I was younger, which is a very, very good sport for children, for discipline, and for your body and mindset. And what I learned is that I always had to learn from the right people, because I love to write, I love to learn, and you can't do anything, you can't do it all by yourself. You have to find the right people. And also, I take a lot of my time to do introspection. So I take time to really sit still, or like today in the woods, and then think about what is my next step, what can I do, and the answers will come. So yeah, maybe that's a little different. So this is me. And the last part is I really learned from my mistake. And that's also why I want to mentor people. I made so many mistakes in my life, especially when I started my business. I've got a property business, which I can do with my iPhone. I've got an online business, but I made a lot of mistakes. And I really want to help people to get a little bit quicker route than this. So what did I get out of these things I did? Well, in the first place, there's a difference between holiday or travel. And I do special travels. I did amazing things like going to Santiago to Compostela. And that is so nice, because the first 3 days I could only think, do I have water? Can I find food? Can I find a place to sleep? And I was scared and, stressed. But then after a while, you get into some rhythm, and you get trust and confidence. And that's amazing. And I went to Svalbard. The ice beer was just under us at the boat, because the boat was in the ice. It's close to the Northern Cape, which is an amazing area to be. I walked in Morocco, and the monkeys carried our luggage. Well, these are the things I love to do. So yeah, I've got travel experience, and that's why I've got my Women Travel Solo Facebook page. And this is what I learned, the independence, because when I walked Santiago de Compostela, I had nothing, not my status, not my job, not my family or friends. I had to do it by myself. And that gives you confidence. So after a couple of days in that rhythm, you get confidence that you can do this, and that makes you grow. And also making connections, because now I've got a worldwide network of people, which is also amazing. And the fact that these cultural differences make me really understand that my truth is only one truth, and it's not the truth, because everybody else has different truth, and that is what makes me less judgmental. I'm very, very happy with that. Okay, the business awards, I like to make winning teams, and that's all mindset, because sometimes teams are, I don't know what people do in their jobs. They fight and they're nasty, and yeah, you should make fun in your job, and you should be a team that work together. And because a team has different talents, and if you make that work, so it's not only the jobs that you divide, it's also the capacities of people you divide. And then just get this energy and you get things done, and people in the organization are looking like, what are they doing? And that gave me the opportunity to build winning teams. And that's what I got one of the business awards for. The other one was for starting an innovative business. And yeah, so I love to use my left and right brain, and I love working with people, because people are just funny and great, and when they grow, it makes my day. And I learn before you earn, because I'm an investor as well, and that's what I said. I made a lot of mistakes, and that's what I want to teach you. Don't make the same mistakes. Learn before you earn. And again, think about that you're the average of the 5 people you hang out with. And my first boss was the one that gave me a job and a lot of people. So he had a lot of confidence in me, and that made me think, okay, probably I can do this. And then it worked. So if somebody else have the confidence in you, you will get confidence. And the lovely people I met on my travels, and of course my mentors. My mentor I started, who trained me for property, became my business partner, and now a very good friend as well. And this is so amazing. This happens. And I love learning from other people. So now you have to follow your purpose and your passion. Please do, because it makes life so, so, so nice. And that's exactly what I want to help you with. And I mentored these people one-on-one. And I love Calvin. He was 17 when I met him. And, you know, he was dressed in black, he wearing makeup. And that's just a statement of young people to say, hey, I'm different. And it was for me to find out with him why he was different and what made him different, and where he could express himself. And he found Penchak Silat. I don't know if you know it, but it's that beautiful sport with the black dresses and the movements. I loved it. And Peter is the one, he only needed inspiration because he had it all. But then the mind says, oh, who's going to listen to me? And he just needed to go online, and he does. Love it. And Lila said, I'm so stuck in patterns. And we all are, to be honest. I'm stuck in patterns, but I have to break out every time. Every time I grow, I have to break my patterns. And so she said, Marina, help me to get out of my patterns. And sometimes I do a little bit of tough love. If I see that you're so much capable of so much more, and you don't do it, I can't stop saying, and why am I doing this? I really want you to get excited in life. And I think by now you know that I'm excited about life. And also I want you to stay calm. For instance, in this time where the world is upside down and so many insecurities and so many things around you are really weird. And then it's the mindset that will keep you calm. And that's something I really want to help you with. And of course, the excitement on the other hand. And then finding your passion and your purpose, because that is something that will get you out of your bed every morning. Believe me, every morning. And also, I think the world now needs people, leaders and inspirators. And if you have something to share, that's what I started with. Do you have a hobby or knowledge or anything that you can help the world with, then this is the time to share it, because there's so many people waiting for you. And I want to help you to get there. And use your talents. And that's also what I said, if you use your talents, it's always easier and more fun to do. So I want you to stay calm, feel excited, live your passion, have a purpose, and make an impact. Then, now I hope you have a little bit of feeling that's what you need to think about and what aspects of life you have to work on. And this can be more detailed, of course, but just for now, have a brief and then think about it. What do you need to get there? What would really help you? Is it the inspiration? Is it guidance? Do you want business tips? Do you want your mindset to work on? So think about it, what you need. And maybe you even had an intention before you started this to what you really wanted. So that's good. And what do you need to get where you want to be? And also I tell you why you need a mentor. That is because a mentor is more the one that has the things that you want or does the things that you want. And I don't say you have to live my life. No, you shouldn't. You should live your life. But I might give you the inspiration and the examples of my life and how I started my business and how I started traveling that brings you on ideas how you can do things. And maybe you don't even like traveling. It's fine. Maybe you want whatever. But that's what you need to step up. And then the tips and examples and the work, you have to do the work yourself. And also the awareness to get out of these patterns and to get out of the state where you're now in. Therefore, you need a mentor. So think about it. And the good news is you can have it all. Because this mentor program is a small investment, not a big investment. It's a monthly subscription and you can unsubscribe anytime. And I've done that because when I mentor people one-on-one, I've got business rates, and that is for most people not doable. So in this dashboard which I made, I put in my weekly courses and trainings, the practical trainings, the short ones, and also inspirational things. So I want to keep you going. We'll do live streams and webinars, and we'll also do short videos with practical tips. And that's because I want to keep it low, because otherwise you're stuck in too much information. And as I said, you have to do the exercises yourself because otherwise you can't learn. So now there's 3 aspects of life. There's a lifestyle, there's business, and there's a mindset. And this is what I want to do with you. And not for my personal rates, not for my rates for 150 an hour, because that would take like 600 pounds a month or dollars a month. And I want to have a lot of people and build a community. So now that's what I said, there's no investment, you're not starting a business, but there's a subscription investment for only $79.99 a month. And there I will guide you through the whole process, see where you're now, where you want to be, and how you can make these baby steps to get where you want to be. So guys, thank you so much for listening, and always remember, you create your life and I want to help. So have a great day, think about it, and hope to see you. And very, very, very good day and a lovely time. Bye-bye for now.